Well, 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 Life of Black Tiger, you cheeky fuck. The inclusion of Life of Black Tiger in our recent shittiest games of 2017 list has thrown up an old controversy surrounding the terrible fucking game that had gone completely ignored by yours truly and it seems everybody else, but is actually quite shitty. Long story short, that infamous trailer for Life of Black Tiger that Sony proudly promotes on its own YouTube channel for some unknown fucking reason is a little bit plagiarisy, having stolen an independent artist's music. Even funnier, it's not an original piece of music but a cover from an anime, making it even more copyrighty infringy, which is extra funny because Sony is one of 3 corporations that slapped my video yesterday, my Jimquisition, with a copyright claim, claiming I ripped them off while they're happily hosting very blatant music theft to themselves. Ha ha ha, it's funny how life works. A comment from the artist is in the trailer's comment section, it's the highest voted one, in a video that's reached over 1 million people, mostly because people still don't believe this is a real trailer. But to give you an idea of what's going on, here is a clip from the trailer itself. And here is a clip of Jackson TC's cover of Next to You, from an anime series called Parasite: The Maxim. For the past 11 months, this Life of Black Tiger trailer has been up and reaching millions of people. While corporations like Sony have Content ID to automatically flag content and make money off it with YouTube, independent artists don't have much of a recourse. In fact, there's been so many controversial and spurious DMCA takedowns, so much abuse of YouTube's copyright system, that a lot of smaller independent artists are afraid to use it even if they have a legitimate claim, which in this case, I think they do. I don't think the usual stigmas associated with copyright takedowns on YouTube apply here because we actually have a legit case perhaps. Not just some wow piss baby developer who doesn't like that you criticise their game. If this musician tried to take Life of Black Tiger down, hell, if the original anime that the music came from wants to take down this trailer for Life of Black Tiger, I'd say go for it. In this case, it's Sony that's the corporation that has the power. It's Sony that's endorsing a trailer that's fucking ripping off somebody else's music, which in turn is a cover of something else's music. I say nuke the trailer from orbit, it's the only way to be sure. Now, I'm no angel, obviously. I invented the copyright deadlock, which is designed around actually abusing copyright in order to lock up the Content ID system, but that's a response to one of YouTube's many broken algorithmic systems. And I'll use music from games, hell, I'm probably using music from Dynasty Warriors right now, but it's no secret that it's coming from the games. They're from big corporate entity, big corporate products, you know where the music's coming from. Or I'll use some shitty broken karaoke version of a pop song that again is quite recognisable. When it comes to original independent artists though, I do what I can to support them because I'm an original independent artist who managed to be quite successful, and it's only right to try and pay that forward where and when you can. You know, if I want original music for something, I'll commission Nathan Hanover or somebody to write it. Stardust's theme tune, for example. I paid Nathan Hanover to compose that for me. I once used a beautiful vocal cover of Megalovania by Adriana Figueroa in a trailer for a big, hyped upcoming Jimquisition, and of course I used that with express permission. And if you're absolutely desperate, and hell, I can speak from experience, Incompetech is always there. Kevin MacLeod has tons of Creative Commons music that you can use yourself. You know, I found that vast library of music so useful, I've been chucking money at Kevin MacLeod's Patreon. I mean, it's only fair. But what's good for the goose apparently isn't good for the gander. Sony's quite happy to continue hosting a trailer for Life of Black Tiger despite the fact it's ripping off somebody's music. And all the while, Sony will use Content ID itself to point at others' videos and say, you're stealing our content, whether it's fair use or not. Ironically, one of the reasons Sony often hits me with a copyright strike is over Nathan Hanover's cover of Chains of Love. So quite explicitly, what's good for the goose ain't good for the fucking gander in this situation. Oh, they're called Jack on TC, not Jackson TC, my apologies. Oh fuck gang, oh shit, oh jeez. But I was about to say, I can only imagine the frustration that Jack on TC's gone through as 1 million and more people have seen this trailer and heard this music. And I have to wonder how much more music in the actual video game has just been cribbed from somewhere without permission. I mean, you look at an asset flip and you assume it's all just royalty-free music that they've picked up from some library, which is, you know, fair enough. But now, who the fuck knows? And if it has ripped off other artists, they won't even know because, for as many people who've seen the fucking trailer, I'm the only one, maybe one of 5, who've ever actually played the fucking game. For my own part, I regret missing this controversy, and I apologise for missing this controversy. This is something I should have been all over like a dog on another dog. This should have been front and centre, part of the Jimquisition Shittiest Game Awards listing for Life of Black Tiger, but I didn't know. I'm just glad that Life of Black Tiger's inclusion in the Shittiest Game of the Year Awards has actually brought this back up, because I sure as shit noticed it this time. But getting a response from Sony would be like squeezing blood from a stone. To this date, I'm still absolutely puzzled at Sony's weird unspoken support for this game. Why it's part of their official PlayStation channel beggars belief. I don't get it. I'm in such disbelief I don't even care whether or not I used beggars belief correctly or not. As I've mentioned several times in the past, I've tried multiple routes to get some sort of answer, some sort of clarification from Sony. I've gone as high as Mr. Yoshida himself and still gotten no reply, no answer. How did Life of Black Tiger get on the PlayStation Store, and how in fuck did it get a trailer hosted on the official PlayStation YouTube channel? I don't know. Sony won't say anything. They go super quiet if you bring it up. Like, I'm talking about, I've had conversations with people from Sony that get along just fine. I mention Life of Black Tiger and boom, the conversation just shuts down. No more communique. And it's not like I think there's some vast conspiracy, I think they just don't want to fucking talk about it, but it's led to it building up in my brain as some huge mystery that needs to be unlocked, and if I ever solve the puzzle, the meaning of life will be found with it. Maybe it'll be like the end of Highlander. I find out what the deal is between Sony and Life of Black Tiger, and in addition, I get all of the knowledge across all of human history and become the best person in the world and live forever and nobody cuts my head off, not even the Kurgan. Tiger! But anyway, the very least I could do is throw some hits Jack on TC's way, so there will be a link in the description to the original music, and obviously I'm talking about them here now. Jack on TC, check out their video, Parasite / piano soundtrack Next to You, covered by Jack on TC. I can't speak or read the Japanese word because I'm British. And we're only supposed to speak British. We're British, we only speak British, we drink beer, we go to other people's countries and we kick over their lawn furniture because they won't speak British. That's how we do things. It's not an enriching, culturally varied lifestyle, I will admit. But at least we get blue passports now. Once again, I'm left asking the question, Sony, are you fucking high with this shit? Were you high throughout all of 2017, and does that explain why Life of Black Tiger happened? Along with Deer Simulator, along with Gashdwin, along with Horse Racing 2016, all the... I think I said Deer Simulator twice. I was about to say Deer Simulator twice. Either way, what drugs have you got? And can we all have them? Because they seem fucking amazing. I'll ingest whatever I have to make it through this dark and cold fucking world, Sony, and if you're hoarding all the good shit, we need it. According to my YouTube statistics, everybody who watches me are adults who know better, so I don't have to tell kids not to take drugs. I think that's how that works. Don't take drugs, kids. Long story short... Well, long story shorter, the official PlayStation YouTube channel hosts a trailer for a video game called Life of Black Tiger, and that trailer contains music belonging to an independent artist, which is itself a cover of an existing anime. This has been known for over 11 months, and for over 11 months Sony has done fuck all. Sony continues to promote this game, endorse this game, and pretend this game doesn't fucking exist. Which was weird on its own, but when this accusation comes into play, it's also pretty fucking slimy. And if Sony weren't such fucking hypocrites about Content ID, maybe I'd be a little less annoyed with them and more focused on Life of Black Tiger itself, but, you know, fuck 'em. Oh, and I'm on YouTube Red at the moment, so I can't tell, and I tried looking in a different browser and it didn't show it up, but some people are saying that the Life of Black Tiger trailer on PlayStation's channel is monetized as well. If so, that is some double dick. Fuck 'em!